What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Again, everybody, what's going on? Please make sure you hit that like button. As you come in the room, I'm not gonna keep you all long, but we are going to discuss this SWV and Escape, the queens of R&B. Listen, first of all, I would have to say that I absolutely enjoyed the show. I absolutely enjoyed the show. Please make sure that you guys hit that like button as you come on in here. Please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, make sure you subscribe and make sure you bang that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Okay. So listen. Um, Hold on one moment. Let's see here. Okay. All right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, Mia? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, we about to get into this quick review. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you bang that notification bell. And listen, if you'd like to show some love to the channel, you can. It is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So listen. Um, I'm gonna rate this episode a 10. I think that this was a great episode for a premiere episode of the Queens. I mean, listen, who can literally, who can literally not appreciate SWV and Escape for giving us some entertainment? Okay, who cannot appreciate that? So again, this was a very good episode, very good episode. So the episode starts off, of course, with us meeting all of the groups, kind of knowing how they got together. Escape has been together for a very long time. SWV has been together for a long time. They did break up and they got back together. And one thing about SWV that I have noticed is that, listen, Escape's drama is literally surface level, and I feel like a lot of their drama is childish. Okay, I feel like a lot of their drama is childish. Hey Shirley, hey Miss Bernita, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know YouTube is messing with the algorithm, so please make sure you like the video. Please. YouTube like the play, baby. They like the play. Okay, so anyway, um, so we meet the groups, right? We meet the groups. We hear about SWV. Lily and Tosh says that Coco's ego is the fourth member in the group, and we've all heard about Coco um, over the last few years. But I have to admit, I love me some Coco, y'all. I really do. I love me some Coco because her attitude is, listen, we may not like each other, we may not agree on everything, but one thing we do agree on is hopping on this stage and doing what we got to do to get these coins put in our pocket. That's what we do. Okay, that's what we do. So listen, like I said, the episode starts off with them literally just having a conversation back and forth about how they, came about as groups, right? So then we get a scene where Candy well, Candy's at the studio listening to legs and hips and body, yaddy, yaddy. And Tiny shows up, right? Tiny shows up. And when Tiny shows up, she like, girl, what you listening to? So she explains her friendship with Candy. Her and Candy have a really good friendship. So she say they argue, they bicker like sisters, but they know how to come back to they know how to reel it back in. You know what I'm saying? Escape drama ain't surface level, not with Tasha and her husband stealing money from Tamika. Now we about to get into that. We about to get into that. We sure about to get into that because I'm gonna have to lay in the mama too. But anyway, um, so Tamika, Tiny, I keep because her real name is Tamika too. So I keep want to call her Tamika too. But Tiny shows up, she has a conversation with Candy. And as they're having a conversation with Candy, Candy is just like, girl, I even got some Candy and Tiny songs on here. So they play one of the songs, and then in comes Tamika. So Tamika comes in, they have a conversation. Now, previously, there was a group text that was sent out in regards to, um, well, I don't really know the in depth of the actual group text, but there was a group text that went out, and Tamika used the figure of speech. They were saying "kiss my A," and Tamika said, "Well, you got to have one to really kiss it," or something of that sort, right? And so while they're having the conversation, um, Tasha tells Tamika that she's body shaming her. That's what she put in the group. She was like, "Oh, she body shaming her." Well, I think that she might have had a conversation with Tiny about what Tamika said to her. And my thing is this, like, if that's the way you felt about your sister, why not talk to your sister about it? Why why are we gonna get other people involved? Because see, this is where drama gets involved when it comes to the sisters. One of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you could have just settled that by having a conversation with her versus telling Tiny and Candy that you felt like she was body shaming you. And I don't think that that's what that was. It was just a figure of speech, and it was a quick response to what you said about them kissing your behind. Okay, so anyway, we keep on going, we keep on going, we keep on going, and we are now we're now getting ready to have a conversation where they is getting yes, it is going to be good. I totally agree with you. I love the show. Hey, too feisty. Good morning, good morning. Um, I absolutely love the show. And again, like I said, I give the premiere for this particular episode, I'm gonna give it a 10. Because again, we got what we needed. We got what we needed. So they're having this conversation about that, right? And so then conversation comes up that they did a versus battle with SWV, and it would be good if they go on tour starting in California, right, child? Now, if I can go ahead and give y'all my guesstimation about how this little season gonna go, I don't feel like well, Coco has already said it, but they aren't gonna go on any type of tour, right? And Coco hasn't said this specifically, but I believe SWV is going to pull out of the actual show because of what Escape's drama is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all rushing. We're gonna get to Tasha in a minute. That was at the end of the episode. Y'all rushing. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so they have this conversation, and so then we see SWV. SWV is agreeing that they want to do it if they feel like they did the verses together. People were the talk of the town when the verses happened. That Mother's Day was that Mother's Day of 2021 or 2020. Think it was 2021, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, they do this versus, and everybody just wants them to go on tour together. Everybody wants them to go on tour together. So they get ready to sit down. Taj has called a meeting. And they're deciding, how they want to do this. Uh, Tamika throws in how she wants a full-fledged production. She wants it to be a production. You know what I'm saying? She wants it to be a production. And so here comes Tasha. Tasha comes in, and everybody is talking about it. So Tasha asks Tasha, like, girl, what's going on with you? Because you seem like something wrong. What is up? What is up? What is up? And so Tasha was like, well, I'm not excited. We got a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And so SWV is like, Lily is like, what y'all need to do is grow up. Because what y'all doing right here, it ain't even about that. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. And here's my thing when it comes to Tasha. Tasha, if you felt that way, you shouldn't have showed up to the meeting. And that's just on period. Stop showing up places that you don't really want to be. It's an option for you to really literally go anywhere. You chose you chose to have a stank attitude, and you chose to bring what you and your sister are dealing with to a table of another three ladies that don't have nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Next time, keep your grown tail at the house if that's truly how you feel. That is simple. Don't show up. Like Tasha's so extra. And honestly, Tasha made me kiki last night. Tasha made me kiki last night. She made me kiki last night. What's going on, Shot Town Ninja Girl? What's going on, Demi Bell? What's going on? Is it DDPG? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Shirley, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button because what YouTube is doing is they playing with people's algorithm. I went live earlier. It really wasn't nobody in that live. And so I really want to make sure that we get views that we need. Okay. So please, please, please just like the video. Push it up in the algorithm. All right. So they're having this conversation, and then so Coco is like, listen, one thing about it, we may not agree with everything. We may talk about each other like a dog, okay? But one thing that we do know is that when we get on this stage, all of that is tabled, okay? We'll come back to that later. We'll come back to all of that later. What we got to talk about right now is how we about to get these coins. And so SWV is very mature in this. And the crazy thing is they've had a breakup, they've been able to come back together, they've been able to do certain things, and they've been able to be mature about coming back together. You know what I'm saying? They've been mature. They literally left that meeting to go to Africa, and each and every one of them made six figures on that Africa concert. So let's be clear. Tasha, Tasha wants to be that girl, and I'm sorry, but your attitude will not ever allow you to be that girl. It just won't. And that's just facts. Your attitude won't allow you to be that girl. Because again, if you were that girl, you would have been able to table whatever your issues is to go ahead and work this out. Go on tour. Do you realize? Do y'all realize that if SWV and Escape really went on a dynamic tour together, that they would sell out of every last one of their shows because there is someone that pretty much likes something from both groups. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like again, Tasha's gonna use her attitude to fail these group of girls, and it just ain't it for me. It just ain't it for me. Okay. Now I ain't gonna blame it all on Tasha. I ain't gonna blame it all on Tasha. But Tasha is the corporate of the issue. Tasha is the corporate of the issue. Um, so yeah, I mean, Shirley, you can't say that about Tasha because Tasha has signed to a gospel label, baby. She about to go gospel. And she got a song out on the YouTube, okay? She got a song out on the YouTube. What you not about to do is be talking about Tasha. Okay? Nah, I'm just But anyway, so they're having this conversation, right? It's sitting down at the table, having this conversation. And then, like, for me, again, I couldn't really fathom why Tasha was there, y'all. I really couldn't. It just we could have went that scene, and you know how it's always pre-produced drama. I really think we could have went without that. Surely. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy. I can't with Tasha. She thinks she's the best things since sliced bread. That's what I'm saying, Shatan Ninja Girl. She seemed like she really want to be that girl, but her attitude would never let her be that girl. And we just gotta call it what it is. Her attitude and her husband will never allow her to be that girl. It just ain't gonna never happen. She can't sing and usher me before. Thank you, Demi Bell. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. But yeah, you're right. I mean, honestly, when okay, we'll get to that toward the end. Okay, so anyway, they're having this conversation, they table this conversation. And one thing I did like about this first episode is her attitude is giving black church, in my opinion. Now, well, let's say this. There are a couple of people who probably do have that attitude in the church. I can see what you're talking about when you say that, but Tasha is a little unhinged because at the end of the day, what you can't do is bring your inner church girl into this R&B group. You know what I'm saying? So, um, again, I'm here for SWV being the grown folks of the group and understanding like, hey, you gotta table these issues. We're gonna have issues all day, all the time, but table them. You know what I'm saying? Table them when it comes to a coin. When we trying to get to these coins, we don't have time to be bickering and arguing. And actually, I used to have a business partner when I first started. When I first started, we had gotten into our first argument. And I was like, look, we can argue all day. But one thing we're not about to do is mess up this coin. We're not about to mess up this coin. Okay. We got to come to some type of agreement so we can put this money in our pocket. So you can go on and pay your sister Tamika back for the money you done stole from her. You and Rocky. Y'all, I'm loving this show. I am loving this show. I think the first episode was good. Okay. So we get to meet all of Xscape's husbands and different things like that. If you ain't know who they was, um, let me tell y'all something. I was cringed when Tasha husband Rocky came on the screen. Was anybody else cringed a little bit? I was like, ugh, I can't. Ugh, ugh, mm. It's something about him where I truly believe that he is the corporate reason of a lot of things that go on with Tasha too. Um, her husband don't help. Her husband don't help. Backing up a little bit because I forgot to say this. The reason why Tasha felt like Tamika was body shaming her was because she said that growing up she was always that big girl. She never had a butt or any of that stuff, and so she felt like her sister was body shaming her, and that's just not what I felt. But what I'm gonna do this review just a tad bit different because I want to play, I want to play um a snippet of the I want to play a snippet of Tasha. Hold on one second. So here is the texting dispute. Hold on.
About me that was not
He
true.
definitely had
Candy
really
may not been sleeping with Candy. The group might not have broken up.
no,
That's what
Rocky
she liked to
comes
do.
out.
She slept with the whole social deaths. She slept with his daddy. She just liked to sleep around. That's what she do.
We many that was not
He definitely had
Candy
really
may not been sleeping with Candy. The group might not have broken.
We're gonna keep moving forward, okay?
treat yourself.
Thank you. Thank
Can't
you.
wait. What is going on with Tasha? Where she at?
I mean, as far as like my sister, we haven't talked since Vegas.
The
Y'all
text.
saw the text. Y'all saw how we was going back and forth. I sent the text in,
and I was dying when I was
Y'all,
reading the text.
Tiny is me.
We had the show in Vegas. Tamika and Candy got locked out of their dressing trailer or whatever.
we were locked out of our dressing room for a whole hour.
Tasha and Tiny could get in their trailer just fine. They changed their clothes. Tasha, she just is like,
What about the rumors about Candy and the
deuces, and got the hell on and left us where we were.
I don't understand what's so deep about the text though.
She feels like Tamika body shamed her in the text.
How?
Tamika said if you had an ass to kiss.
Tiny bye. It was a figure of speech. It was no thought in that. That's not body shaming.
Everyone who left without making sure we were good can kiss my A.
Here comes Tasha.
Kiss my A. Make sure you know what you're saying when you tell a person to keep walking.
Tamika says, if you had an ass to kiss.
Yeah,
Hell no.
I ain't lie. I am tidy in this situation. I am kikiing about that because that wasn't that deep. I do feel like Tasha make a lot of her issues um um a problem, and it ain't even that deep. It ain't even that deep. Okay, so I wanted y'all to hear that, but I also want y'all to hear this altercation between um the mama, because I'm fit to go in on the mama. Okay, so Tamika and Tasha, y'all know are sisters, okay? And so Tamika let us know that Tasha is like her mom's favorite, right? It's like her mom's favorite. So they're sitting down and they're having a conversation. This and we just did jump to the end of the episode, but they're sitting down, they're having a conversation, and while they're having this conversation, um it comes up about Tasha and Rocky allegedly stealing Tamika's money. And so Tamika is like, you are not, if you want to keep talking, this ain't the stat. I mean, ain't no statute. I mean, the statute of limitations is not up, baby, and you could still go to jail, is what she said. Do you want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail? Okay. Do you and Rocky want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail? Y'all, I kikied and laughed about it. Do you hear me? Because that whole time between the two sisters, it was funny. But with the mama made it worse. And I also truly believe that the mama know about the money being stole because she probably got a little penty off of it. She got a little pinch off that money. That's just me. That's how I feel. I truly feel like the mama definitely got some of that money, and she plays a huge part in her two daughters' argument. I don't know if you guys peeped this, but did you notice that the mom whispered to when Tamika was standing up, giving her theatrics, because that's what I said it was. It was definitely theatrics. But when Tamika was up talking and she was giving her theatrics, and the mama was like, well, you deserve an Emmy. Right before she said that, she mouthed to Tasha and saying that telling Tasha that Tamika was jealous of Tasha. That's one thing you don't ever do in between your kids. I don't even have no kids, and I know not to do that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot literally be whispering to Tasha, telling Tasha that your other daughter is very much jealous of her. What is there to be jealous of? What is there to be jealous of? That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. And I feel like at that particular time, like, I don't know if you guys remember. We're gonna get the rest of this next week, but I don't know if you guys remember when the whole little thing was going on when they were at the Soul Train Awards and different stuff like that. Remember, Tasha actually told us there was a moment where Tamika disrespected their mother. So this goes back in my memory, and it makes me believe again that she is the sole issue of her daughter's falling out. That scene yesterday when she kept telling her, y'all get out of my house, get out of my house, get these cameras out of my house, put the cameras down. Girl, why? So they don't get to see none of your messiness. Y'all, their mama is messy. Their mama is messy, and their mama is the corporate of a lot of issues that they have going on. Because there was no way that you would have been able to say and whisper that your daughter is jealous of your other daughter. That wasn't cool. That was not cool. She messy. All right. So SWV, baby, they done flew over to Africa. They had them a show in Africa. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. What's going on? No Filter Fine. What's going on? Kelly's Life. What's going on? Katrina. What's going on? Renee V. What's going on? Diane. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, I'm just listening to this and I'm just like, okay, well, shout out to SWV because they know how to get to the money. Okay, they know how to get to the money. I think Tasha takes after her mother, absolutely, because that was messy. That was messy in that moment. Do you ask me if I believe that Rocky and Tasha stole that money? I absolutely do. I do. I sure do. And I believe that mama had something to do with it and she got a cut from it. I do. I absolutely do. If you can literally whisper to your grown daughter that your other daughter is jealous of her, y'all, that really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, out of all honesty, again, when you have grown children or when you have children, period, you don't do that. You do not do that. But she most definitely did that. Hold on one second. Let me. Uh, Give me 1 second. Okay, let's listen.
The sisterhood. I'm your sister. You don't body shame people.
Tamika.
I
Yes, you
body
did.
shamed you?
Yeah.
How did I body shame you? They've all talked about everybody's butts.
She feels like Tamika body shamed her in the text.
How?
Tamika said if you had an ass to kiss.
That's a figure of speech, boo. Really? It's not been easy for me in this industry. You know, I've always been known as the big girl. There was a particular time that we performed in Boca Raton, I'll never forget. And I sang my face off. The manager came, she was like, the big girl, you know, she sounded really, really good. The compliment went out the window. It was like, oh, so did anybody tell her my name was Tasha?
Tasha, Tamika. It doesn't
That still ain't got
matter.
nothing to do with
Tamika, it doesn't matter.
See, that right there. See, I would have had to respectfully get up. Mother, I appreciate you and I love you, but I'm gone. I'm grown. I'm gone. I'm grown and I'm gone. Okay. Because what you not about to do, what you not about to do is sit up here and discredit my feelings or anything that I'm dealing with because Tasha is your favorite? Girl, what? I can't.
None of that is that
We
important
family at
to
the
me.
end of the day.
We family now. A month later, we family
We
now.
always family,
really?
boo. I can't do nothing about that.
We family. Oh, yes,
We
you
family.
can.
You know what?
You
I'm
don't
going
wanna
to
be,
do
we
something
don't have
about
to
it
be.
in a few minutes.
You don't never hear when she say something bad. It's always what I say.
Okay,
I'm so
okay,
used to
listen,
this. I've been
what
doing
did
this
she
all my
say that was
life.
so bad?
Like, yo, Tasha, you too old for this. You too old to be acting like this. You too old to be acting like this, and your mama is too old to be acting like this as well. So again, when Tasha said that the real reason why she wasn't speaking to her sister any longer is because she disrespected her mother. Again, we'll see the rest of it next week, where I guess the camera crew is following them outside. But I'm sorry, mama, you can't be telling the camera crew to leave and stuff. I guess you can tell them to leave your house. I guess you can, but at the end of the day, girl, I can't. Well, I can't.
What did Tasha say that was so
we're
bad?
family and she can't help that. You didn't just hear her say that, Mama?
And that offended you?
It's like this all the time. It's always 2 against 1.
Tamika, that is not
It is,
true.
Mama. It is.
Wow. I stand up for you.
Yo, you stand up for her? There was not a time in this scene, there was not one moment in this scene where their mother stood up for Tamika. She defended Tasha's childish behavior. Okay? She defended Tasha's childish behavior. Like, yo, what?
Mama, when have you ever...
I stand up for you many times.
Never against Tasha.
What you want to come against me for?
When you do things wrong.
What do you want to come against me for? No. What she is saying is your mother is always running to Tasha's defense. Tamika doesn't get any of that. And in this scene, We literally see that. We literally see your mom mouthing to Tasha, telling Tasha that Tamika is jealous of her. What? Yeah, I can imagine doing my kids like that.
Oh, mama get quiet. When you do stuff, when you stole my money, mama didn't say nothing. When you and Rocky stole my money, mama didn't say nothing. Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now.
That's because mama had something to do with it. That why. Because mama had something to do with it. That is why mama had something to do with it. Okay. Mama had something to do with it. Just like she said there, if you guys did not watch the episode, of course I can't play the clip because I don't want them trying to take down my YouTube channel. But yeah, mama sat there, okay? She sat there, and then when she got up to try to defend herself, she talking about what money, and then she told the cameraman to get out of her house. Okay, she told him cameraman to get out of her house. So the confusing part for me is, and I guess it's really not a confusing part. It's just the part where the mama need to get it together. The mama needs to absolutely get it together. Girl, you got that money, okay? You got that money. You got your little paint off of it or something like that. Because I don't understand how she flipped out. I'm trying to find the hold on one second, y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Um Please tell me they got these clips. Let's see, maybe this is it. Yes, this is it.
Talked about everybody.
Really good. The compliment went out the.
You need Academy Award.
Okay, so let's listen to the full.
What is really going on with you all? Make me understand why you wanted to send a blast out to everybody.
We were locked out of our dressing room for a whole hour. My sister went and left. I felt some kind of way because if I'm paying you to do a job and you leave.
Okay, so this is the issue that I have with the mama again. How you gonna get on Tamika about a blast out when that's all Tasha do? It's blast out. Man, please.
My sister went and left. I felt some kind of way because if I'm paying you to do a job and you leave before the job is done, then you need to be reprimanded or whatever.
Tamika, it doesn't matter.
This how they left. I'm sitting, not even paying attention. We outside, mind you, they were shooting while we was performing, okay. I'm talking.
This is the
We a
moment
whole
where
hour into
she
being locked out of
mouths
our
and
dressing
says,
room.
"Oh, she's jealous."
I turned around. Here go Beyonce. Tasha walking.
Beyonce.
Tasha was walking, and the business manager and the road manager, they was walking right behind her like this.
Mama,
So by the time I turned around, and I looked, I was like,
they walked with me.
I said, "Oh, my sister." I said, "Oh, my sister left."
Okay, have a seat. I mean,
And they didn't come back. They didn't come back. Y'all walked like y'all was walking with a mission, boo.
You need Academy Award.
We a whole hour into being locked out of our dressing room. I turned around. Here go Beyonce. Tasha walking.
Beyonce.
Tasha was walking. I said, "Oh, my sister left."
Okay, have a seat. I mean,
And they didn't come back. They didn't come back.
You need Academy Award. That's all I got to say. She just left.
Yeah, she did.
You felt some kind of way.
No, because I would have made sure she was good. I didn't get that.
I understand. You know,
And my thing is this,
You
Mama.
know.
When it comes down to sisterhood, I'm your sister. You don't body shame people.
Tamika.
I
Yes, you
body
did.
shamed you?
Yeah.
How did I body shame you?
They've all talked about everybody's butts.
She feels like Tamika body shamed her in the text.
How?
Tamika said, "If you had an ass to kiss."
That's a figure of speech, boo.
Really? It's not been easy for me in this industry. You know, I've always been known as the big girl. There was a particular time that we performed in Boca Raton, I'll never forget. And I sang my face off. the manager came. She was like, the big girl, you know, she sounded really, really good. The compliment went out the window. It was like, oh, so did anybody tell her my name was Tasha?
Tasha, Tamika. It doesn't
That still ain't got
matter.
nothing to do with
Tamika, it doesn't matter. None of that is that
We
important
family at
to
the
me.
end of the day.
We family
at the
now. A
end of the
month
day.
later, we family
We
now.
always family, boo.
Really?
I can't do nothing about
We
that.
family. Oh, yes,
We
you
family.
can.
You know what?
You
I'm
don't
going
wanna
to do
be, we
something
don't have
about
to
it in
be.
a few minutes.
You'll never hear when she say something bad. It's always what I say.
Okay,
I'm so
okay,
used to
listen,
this.
listen.
I've been
What
doing
did
this
she
all
say
my
that
life.
was so bad?
She didn't say. She
What
didn't
did
say
Tasha
that.
say
She
that was
said
so
we're
bad?
family and she can't help that. You didn't just hear her say that, Mama?
And that offended you?
It's like this all the time. It's always 2 against 1.
To me, that is not
It is,
true.
Mama. It is.
Wow.
I stand up for you.
Mama, when have you ever
I stand up for you many times.
never against Tasha?
What you want to come against me for?
When you do things wrong, Mama get
What
quiet.
do I
When you do
What do I
stuff,
do wrong?
when you
I do
stole
not get
my money, Mama didn't say nothing.
Girl, ain't nobody steal your
When
money.
you and Rocky stole my money, Mama didn't say nothing. Mama got quiet, just like she quiet now. Several years ago, Tiny Mom told me about a new royalty that we were all getting for being in the group. And I told her I hadn't received my royalty checks.
Mama, don't do it.
So she did some investigating and found out that my checks were being sent to my sisters. And they had been cashed in my sister's husband's account. Over
Yo,
$30,000.
You didn't say nothing.
Yo.
You think that was fair?
Ain't nobody steal your money, girl.
Y'all didn't steal my money.
Yeah, you ain't got nobody to steal.
Y'all didn't steal my
Tamika,
money.
you ain't got
Tanisha
nobody
was
to steal.
my best friend was about to
Girl.
lock you up. And I told her don't do it. I gave her all evidence.
Oh, wow, Mama.
You stole my money.
Rocky ever stolen money from Tamika?
No. How could he steal money from Tamika is my question. How?
So Tamika lying.
Yes.
You and Rocky
Please
went. Yes,
don't.
y'all
Please
did.
don't.
I got evidence. You want to go to jail now? Because you still go to jail.
Tamika, you wrong.
Wow.
Y'all cut the cameras off or you can get out of my house.
You want to act? You want to put
Cut
on
the cameras off or you can get out of
Oh,
my
y'all
house.
got to turn the cameras off now?
She need counseling.
She need to calm down.
Well, you know y'all.
Okay, that
is
was the
really
scene,
going on
y'all.
with
That
you
was
all?
the scene. In scene. Thank you, Katrina, for the cash app. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very appreciative. Okay, so listen. First of all, $30,000 is not a little amount of money. Let's be very clear. So she said that Tiny told her that they had some royalties and she never received them. And when they looked, they was off up in Rocky's account. So here's the question. This is the question that I think the producers should have asked. The producers should have asked, instead of saying, did the money go to Rocky's account? You should have said, because they give her a space to say no. You should have asked her, did you or Rocky both, either of you, steal Tamika's money? Okay? And put it in any account that you own. That's the question that should have been asked, not did he put it in his account? Because then, again, there's room and opportunity and space for her to tell a lie. Tell me if I'm wrong in the chat. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think that question would have been more valid in this particular situation. Is I'm gonna include you and Rocky. I ain't just finna include no Rocky. I'm gonna include both of y'all. Okay, because both of y'all is dirty. Both of y'all is dirty. But this, let me just say this. This is not the first time that we've actually heard this. And this is not the first time that we've heard them get into it behind some money. Okay. This is not the first time. So, mama, you showing out in front of the cameras really proves to me that you got a little bit of that money. That's what I'm saying. You got a little bit of that money. And this ain't the way to go. That mama, let me tell you something. Tamika better than me. Tamika better than me. I understand you got to get your little check. Okay, family with your family. And they probably ain't no little check, but you got to get your check. I would have told mama respectfully, I got to go. hmm Respectfully, I'm about to leave. Okay. Respectfully, I got to go. Okay. Because what you doing is you keep playing in my face, and I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I have got to go. Okay. So yeah, y'all, the episode continues next week where we see more of this. I have to say this. I absolutely loved this show and I loved the premiere episode. I really did. We get 6 episodes, so we have 5 more episodes. In regards to this, sorry to spoil it for y'all, but they don't go on nobody's tour. Okay. Um, and I also believe again, like these issues that Tamika and Tasha are having should be left between the sisters. I think the moment that you bring it into the group, you put everything else that y'all got to deal with, all the different attitudes that y'all have to deal with, you bring all of that into the actual group. What's up, Ray Mail? Uh, you bring what's up, Simply Elegant One, Nikki P. What's going on? I don't know if I saw some of y'all. Katrina Moon Radiant. What's going on? What's going on? But you can't bring these issues right back to the screen. I mean, right back to the group because it ain't gonna do nothing but get the group involved in whatever you and your sister have going on, which then makes it worse, right? Why bring it to the group? And then not only did you bring it to just your group, Escape, but you also brought it to SWV as well. And to me, that is toxic behavior for you to turn around and bring this stuff back to these two different groups or back to the group. I don't think you should do that. I think that that should be a conversation that should be had amongst the family. But you could tell that mama was guilty in some type of way because sh- she, y'all can put the cameras down and get out of my house. Put the cameras down and get out of my house. Well, Miss Mamas, I have a job to do, and I am sorry that you are being blasted and outed in this particular moment. But I have a job to do, and I am here to do that job, okay? And that is to film this mess that y'all got going on over here. And I just yes, so it's a lot of people that ain't really here for the mama. It's a lot of people that's not really here for the mama, and I don't blame y'all because especially um to those of you who have more than one sibling, a lot of times we see this all the time where um mothers or fathers may be a lot of times they'll say jealousy, but I think that it's the fact that they have like a favorite or whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, like that, it's like that in some families where they have a favorite or where a child feels like um someone else is favored over them. Like, for instance, um my biological father and my biological mother, they love my sister down, okay? They love my sister down, would do anything for my sister, but if I called them, they would leave me on a missed call and on red, baby. So, you know, it's triggering. You're right. It's definitely triggering. It's definitely triggering because I just don't I don't understand why you gotta treat your kids like that. And for her to be, she said it on camera that Tamika was jealous of Tasha. That to me, that was gross. That was gross. And I definitely frowned up at her. I definitely frowned up at her. Too feisty in the building. Omar is in the building. Hey, everybody. Um, if she was not happy about what her sister said, why come to the meeting? And that's my point. That's my point. Even when they had the meeting with SWV and Escape, I felt like if you felt like there were internal issues within the group or within your sisterhood with your sister, why did you show up? Deal with that on your own because it sounds like you got more issues than anybody else. So it sounds like you need to deal with some stuff with yourself. Tasha got to deal with herself first before she is able to deal with anybody else. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Tasha, I ain't trying to knock down nobody's dream of wanting to be a gospel singer. But when you get of a certain age and you start showing this much of a vile personality, you got to understand that career ain't going to work out for you. You got to change your demeanor and change the way that you approach stuff. We are in 2023, and the same thing that gospel folks was doing in 2015, they have to change that up now. Same with R&B artists, same with I mean, R&B artists is different because they can get away with a lot of their old music, right? But for the gospel industry is always, always needing an update and an upgrade. And I feel like after listening to that song, I listened at it, the rest of it on the iPod. Okay. I listened to the rest of it on the iPod. All right. Because, ma'am, your attitude ain't gonna get you far. It's not gonna get you far in R&B, and it ain't gonna get you far in gospel. It ain't gonna get you far nowhere. Because even the gospel artists who have snotty and snibby attitudes, um, at some point have to be able to shift that in order for people to receive them. We living in 2023 where people are more vocal. Folks ain't just finna accept you talking to them and treating them any kind of way, and they expect for you to get up and want to lead worship. Mm-mm, mm-mm, you get somebody else to do it. Mm, Get somebody else to do it, cause her attitude is on 500,000. Okay. It is on 500,000. But yeah, that was the episode, y'all. Again, I really enjoyed this episode, especially coming off of Potomac. I was so confused about Potomac. I was confused. So I can't. Um, Chef, you want to get activated real quick? I want to ask you before I send you something. Oh Lord, go ahead, send it to me. Send it to me. I'm pretty sure it's gonna piss me off, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. After watching this show, I'm glad that the only child. I'm glad that the only. I'm the only child. Because my sibling couldn't steal no money from me. Listen, don't steal no monies from me, baby. I'm $30,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and we're gonna have to do something about that before we get to the cameras. I'm just saying we got to do something about that before we get to the cameras, baby. Um, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Oh, baby, the type of dragon I'm gonna get ready to do. Okay, listen. Ooh, I am about to dig into her. So y'all, just so y'all know what was just sent to me, right? Y'all know I go up for Shanquella Robinson and getting justice for her. I get real activated at a lot of things. But this person literally shares Shanquella's photo, and this is the caption. Listening to Shanquella Robinson's case and girl sounds insufferable. I would have plotted against her weird looking A2. Yo, and this woman had the nerve to have her picture up here. Oh, 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 oh. I gotta go to Starbucks real quick because uh, th- am I seeing this right? Am I seeing this right? Okay, y'all, I'm about to go. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. Uh, because I got to go do some dragging. I got to go do some dragging. Oh my God. What? If y'all see me on Twitter calling somebody out of their name, she absolutely deserves it, okay? She absolutely deserves it because I'm supposed to eat her up. All right. With that being said, y'all, this was my review on SWV and Xscape. So check us out tomorrow. Me and Prosperity Thick Girl 40 will also be doing a review on this as well, or we'll just be talking about it together. Because again, I think it was a great episode. Later on today, I'll be back with my Potomac review. I'm gonna say later on, but it depends on how this thing go right here. Cause I'm supposed to eat old girl up. I am about to eat her up. And I just might come back with a video eating her up. I sure might. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you have a great Monday. Don't let nobody's mama trigger you like Tamika and Tasha mama, okay? Don't let mama trigger you like that. Don't let her trigger you like that, period. Or okay. Anyway, I love the Don Downs and I appreciate you guys so much. Check out my Tim Norman update video. Check out my Shanquilla Robinson update video because I'm gonna keep saying her name because she deserves justice. I'm about to eat this. I'm I'm about to eat this girl up so bad, y'all, that I'm not about to leave a crumb. I'm not about to leave a crumb. I gotta go take care of this. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all later.